Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Cliff with John Mechanic Scale Modeling. Got a little bit different layout. Of course, the bench is a mess. Kevin Smith, how the hell are we doing? Welcome, welcome. Yo, Mike, what's going on? Check it out. Check it out. Welcome. Salute to you, too. All right, so we're running late tonight, partially because, hey, what's going on, Chuck? How we doing? Welcome, welcome. So we're running a little bit late tonight. I was working on some sort of biography. Well, I wouldn't say biography, but there's a New York motorcycle riding magazine that the Stockleys up in Canada edit and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. So, with that being said, we're I was actually writing a nice little piece about myself, and I talked about mental health, motorcycles, and they actually seen the motorcycles that I had there at the Syracuse Mini Nationals. So, yeah. All right. Where the hell I do with my notebook? I can't find my notebook now. I don't know where the hell I did with it. But anyway, I want to send prayers out to everyone tonight. Everyone who's on the list. I'm going to try to go for memory, but probably not going to go for memory. I got to quit fucking losing that book. So anyway, that's all right. We'll just sip it without the rocks. So anyway, this will probably give me the angina, especially this close to late, but fuck it. Who cares? That's why they make medications for it. So anyway, want to give a shout out to my brothers and sisters home and abroad who are sitting there keeping our ass safe every day. God bless, and without you doing what you do, thanks for keeping the wolves at bay. Ooh, yeah, smooth. And tonight we're actually drinking a little bit of a hard cider. This is actually Owen's Orchard, and it's their own brand of hard cider. So last week, me and Teresa were out on the motorcycle, and we stopped in at Skinny Atlas Falls, American Legion, and I seen they had this Owen's Orchard cider on there, and I'm like, that's got to be a hard cider and stuff like that, due to the simple fact that it's in a VFW. Now, they do have non-alcoholic drinks, but I know a lot of our American Legions and stuff like that are known for their alcohol, because vets, alcohol are kind of like one and the same. They go together like peanut butter and jelly and Fred and ginger, whatever. Anyway, getting off on a little bit subject there. All right, don't mind me. My head's going like 500,000 miles a minute. I did get a little bit before going here and stuff like that. Cider hardly knew her. Yeah, exactly. Put your dick in cider. Nope, that's cool. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. I understand it's late over there on the East Coast, but I was literally in the process of typing out a thing for magazine article. I'm like really shocked that I'm like, it was cool, but believe it or not, the Mini Nationals is what they're going to be writing about, and they fell in love with my motorcycle models. Which also reminds me, I got to start getting on that fucking Kawasaki Ninja. But at the same time, we do have a mail call this week. We got a couple different things. And then also we're going to do like a hero of the week, which is going to be multiple people. So, Jimmy, what is going on, brother? How the hell are you? Welcome, welcome. Oh, son of a bitch. I no wonder why. I forgot to, there we go. Put my ticker on at the bottom. So there we go. Yeah. No, I was in a little bit of a rough spot last week and stuff like that. I'm a lot better now. I'm still, it's going to take some time, but I'm definitely a lot better now. So without further ado, let's swap over and do our mail call and shout out, stuff like that. All right, and we're back with our mail call. So tonight's mail call is from Mr. Jason over at KRD Racing Design. Beautiful shop card. I got it Saturday because there was no mail today. Like a retard, I walked down in the mailbox and I'm like, oh, that's right, dumbass. Hey, there's no mail today. Really awesome shop card. If you're not subscribed to them, go check them out. Yeah, really awesome duster build there. And I do appreciate the kind words on the back. And thank you for that. It means a lot, especially, you know, with Bear. He's got some really badass builds down here across the bottom. I didn't get a chance to watch his video yet, but I know he's got my mail call in there. So if you're not YouTube, KRD 12K Klein Race Car Design. So go check him out. Good dude. He's been in a couple of our streams. Hey, what's going on? Lynn, how we doing? How's Rue doing? So, oh, that's right. The other part, we got this fancy invisible selfie stick. We got some screen protectors. We got this handy dandy fancy motorcycle bundle kit. So, exactly. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, I know. Sorry I missed it. I was busy doing stuff around the house, spending time with Teresa because she was actually off. So we actually did some stuff. And then last but not least, I'll hopefully maybe get some videos and figure out. But we got this motorcycle bundle. Well, since my GoPros have been acting weird and strange, well, the one got flooded like 2 years ago and stuff like that because we did road motorcycle in the rain. I got me a brand new Instacam 360. Now, I already did kind of go through and open this. I didn't charge it up or anything or do any of the fancy stuff to it, but this is going to be my new fancy. I haven't even pulled the fucking cock wipes off it there, whatever the hell you want to call them there. The little fancy covers. Now, this didn't come with this. This was a separate cover I had to do. Now, they say this is waterproof, but look at it. It's got a lens on both sides. So, I'm going to probably be trying this out at Sircon or a couple other places before. The big show is definitely going to be Acme. I'm going to have this down here at Acme. So yeah, so this basically replaced which one? The one on my phone or the one? It's just give me a second and I'll tell you. So it's got a fancy thing which I haven't even turned it on yet. I don't plan on turning it on right this minute because I ain't ready to fuck with it. I got it a little earlier, so give me a second. I will let you know what the pick up these screen protectors. So I got me some fancy. Hey, what's going on, Jason? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Just got your shop card and stuff like that. Just gave you a shout out. It could be a fast forward fart. So actually give me a second and I will find out what the actual sound is for it. So for my diorama, I still haven't got my base set up yet. But you know what? Yeah, I like that one. That sounds good. We'll call it fast forward fart. Let's see. Sounds. Retro synth. Whatever that means. It's called retro synth. It's on an Android. So retro synth. That is the one that sounds like a fart and fast forward. Or if you're going backwards, it could be a fart in reverse. But that'd be more like that instead of a oh, fuck me right in. All right. Sweet. If y'all ain't, let's see, I gotta double check, make sure everyone's got wrenches quick. Hold that thought. Let's go here live. Hey, it says that asshole GI mechanic scale modeling is live. Look at that guy. Fuck him. You gotta make sure he gets a thumbs down. Yep. He's gotta get a thumbs down. Let's see. Does everyone in here have a wrench? If you don't have a wrench, speak. All right, good. Everyone has got a wrench. Awesome. Yeah, see, I don't have Apple, so it's one of them things. Anyway, I guess let me set the keyboard set aside here. There it is. Anyway, so I did a little bit of work today. Not a whole lot. I did manage to get a little bit of paint slung. So we have, actually, let me switch to this one. Oh, dumbass, finished pushing the button. Duh. There we go. Going to be home, bash in Allentown. Yeah, I know. Nice. I don't know if I'll make that one. I'll definitely try making Sircon. Hey, Taylor, what's going on? How the hell are we doing? Done erupting? No, it's explosive diarrhea. So, anyway. Oh, shit. So, anyway, this here is actually one of the interiors going into Corvette. This is actually bittersweet, and it's got a little bit of gold kind of trim, kind of give it that Berlinetta sort of look. So we did get a little bit of color on the hood. We got the underside of the hood done with like black, but this is going to be the green, and it's going to be, don't mind some of the wear marks. I didn't really prep the hood that well. I mean, I still got to give this a sand, or I may just actually give it a little bit of a brush, but this is the color. It's actually dark green, non-metallic. So yeah, this hood is going on this Corvette right here, which I got it masked off to do the lines and stuff like that. So Oh, that sucks, Taylor. Shit. Well, hopefully you'll be able to attend next year or something. I mean, whenever you get to it, you get to it. So, oh, interrupting. So, anyway, so I tried doing something, a whole shitload of masking just to paint the black trim on this particular one. So, anyway, I got to work on trying to pull that apart. So this is going to be the green that's going to go with that brown interior. I think it's going to look kind of sharp with that. So, showing Akron this weekend and you can't go. That does suck, Kevin. I got to remember what frame is what. I think this is the frame that goes to it. I still got to do a little bit of weathering, but I did manage to get the red stripes on just before we went live. I did pull the tape off it, so I'm doing a two-tone, and this is going to be like the two-tone. So I did a test, and I think I might go with the bronze. I should have probably prepped this hood a little better. So this is the hood for this vet right here. So I was trying to figure out which way I agree, Taylor. Believe me, I know that song and dance all too well. As sad as that is, I know that song and dance all too well. So, anyway, these here are the two colors that we have. We have gray metallic, and we have dark bronzes metallic. They're actually duplicate color. They're both actual GM factory colors. So, with that being said, I was like just trying to figure out which one would go well with the black kind of two-stripe. And it's only just on the lower part here. Not a problem. And then I'm going to try to mask off this thin line and then just paint everything. Silver was also a very popular color as well to go with a black two-tone, which makes it look sharp. But I was thinking about going with the bronze, which would be now this side would be like the bronze one. I think it would actually go pretty good. It would be like more unique, not as common compared to the gray metallic, which the gray metallic actually would look pretty good along the black as well. So, I mean, or I was actually had an idea that was given to me. So I was thinking about painting a base, this dark bronze metallic, and then just mist coast. Well, I'm going to put a flat coat, matte coat over the top of everything. So I'm going to paint a matte coat over everything on this one. Because this one is going to be kind of like a daily driver. I didn't prep the hood right. So that's why you get a little bit of the kind of glossy, not so glossy. I didn't prep the hood right. But it's going to basically have a matte clear over the top. So that does suck. And I fucking hate it when that happens. If it's not anything, it's one thing or another, especially dealing with vehicles. So, but what I may do is I may paint it like this base, and then I'm going to decant some of this gray metallic and then do like a mist, like a very light mist coat over the top and give it that whole like kind of pearlescent, like a gold and silver, or like a bronze and a silver kind of direction with it. Let's see. And then we got my 50, one of my 50. So I'm gonna have to go through, and I got weathered up. It's painted butternut yellow, another GM factory color, which you didn't really see too many vets of this color, but it was an actual GM factory color. So anyway, what I'm going to do is, since this is going to be like a fiberglass body, it's going to have dark gray. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually yeah, exactly. No shit, Kevin. Yeah, exactly. Murphy's Law. When you don't have a payment, it breaks. Never fucking fails. So the part that I have masked off is going to be like a dark gray. So this piece is going to be a dark gray. This is going to be a dark gray. And the hood itself, which I left, where the fuck did I leave the hood? Somewhere on this fucking mess of a desk. There it is. Yeah, I can touch it now. It's been painted it last night. So that's going to be kind of the gist and stuff like that. Just kind of like a flat, dark gray on the hood, the truck lid, and then, of course, your scallops here are going to be dark gray, the same color as the hood. Nice. Nice. I got to get one of them. There's a couple of them I was thinking about doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually scuff this up in some areas, and I'm going to make it look like trying to do like fiberglass work, like fiberglass. And this one is the one that's going to get probably put on, like, I'm going to make a rotisserie for it. And then I'm just going to put the, well, shit, I don't know how well that'll work. I got to figure out how the hell I'm going to do that. Hey, what's going on, Jess? How are you? Welcome. Oh, okay. Farm truck as in street outlaws. Got it. Welcome, welcome. We are holding our own, Jess. We're just showing off a little bit of this. Big Charlie, what's going on? How are you? Welcome, welcome. We're holding our own for the most part. Just coming here, doing it late on a Monday night. I had to write like a big thing and stuff like that. Article and magazine, New York State motorcycle rider. So, and then of course here is the black, which is going inside of the two-tone. So this one is actually going inside the two-tone one. So give me a second. Let me see if I can get that in there. Hold on. We'll try to make it fit, kind of, sort of. She's a little tight for some reason, but the tight is what we like. Tight is what we like. Now these Corvettes were rebuilder kits too, so I'm not starting with like good shit, but it is going for a diorama anyway. So let's see if I can get that in there. This is, come on, you fuck, give it to me. Oh, give it to me. Oh, yo, papi chulo. All right. So anyway, we do have the interior kind of in there. We did like a little metallic thing just because. However, I did have to repair the pillar right here. I don't think you can see it too well, but this left side right above the mirror, you can kind of see the break there. I had to fix that. So the windshield's all sorts of dicked up, and I think this body is warped. But I don't really care it's warped because this particular car is going to be sitting here without a motor because it's going in a diorama. So it's going to be sitting here without a motor because it's already there. I'm going to have one of Offspring. What are we talking about? Who's Offspring? Sure as hell ain't my Offspring. I ain't got any of them. At least none I know of. So, I mean, the one that I had to just take and... Which reminds... Oh, it is a holiday, so they never gave me my... or call to do the ashes for the cremation. So, once I get that a little bit in there, so that's going to sit under there like so. So this one is kind of complete, or I could almost just leave it like this because this red primer does not really look that bad. And then of course I've got my other one, which is going to be kind of like the daily driver, which this one is going to be the green one with, let me see if I can find a brown interior. I just had the brown interior. Where the fuck to do with it? Brown interior. There it is. Let's see if this will fit in there. There's supposed to be a window in there, but that kind of gives it a little bit of a gist of how, hey, what's going on, Gary? How we doing? Welcome, welcome. So that's kind of what it's going to look like, that brown interior with like that color green. Like I said, it does need a little bit of work. I'm just going to flat coat or matte coat everything. But that's going to be kind of what it is. So that's right. Happy holidays. Why are we doing happy holidays? Merry Christmas. Or unless you're Jewish and it's Kwanzaa, or not Kwanzaa. Fuck. Damn it. Hanukkah. Thank you. Hanukkah. Yeah. And then this, of course, is going to be like the hard top, which I'm still debating if I want to actually paint this part like black, but it already does actually have a tint to it. So let me see if I can just kind of maybe stuff this in here like so, because it's a pure and fucking unadulterated imaginations. As I make some scratches on the hood. Hey, what's going on, Dan? How we doing? Welcome, welcome. Dan the man. Strokes with the left hand. Nice. I was gonna say I was well, good luck on that, because I ain't getting mine up probably until like December time frame, or at least after Thanksgiving. So so yeah, I don't know if I want to paint that part black or keep it as is, but I don't think that's going to look bad with that brown interior and stuff like that. I think it's yeah, no kidding. We haven't even All right, so there. Where the hell did this go? Oh, there it is, dumbass. Click on the right fucking one. Nice. So the farm truck, long strip, and it's done in quarters. So there's Taylor's progress. Yeah, no kidding, right, Gary? I hear you there. Gots it. Oh yeah, exactly. Early every time. Hey, what's going on? How we doing there, Robert? How's everything going? Yeah, no, that's gonna look good. I see what you got there. That's pretty awesome. Split the quarters. Hell yeah. Yep. After Thanksgiving, I put up the tree. I think last year I didn't get my tree up until like the 15th of December was when I got my tree up last year because I just didn't really feel like putting it up. So, but that's neither here nor there. So, um, anyway, yeah, that's pretty much really what I've got done. Not a whole hell of a lot, but at the same time, that's kind of what we're looking like for the interior. So, and like I said, I think I'm going to try to. That's actually not a bad idea and stuff like that. So, anyway, I mean, it's definitely not a bad idea, Kevin. All right. So, then I kind of got a little bit of a bench update, stuff like that. We're going to go to our Heroes of the Week segment. I'm going to try to knock this out quick. All right, so we are here, and that did not do what I thought it was going to do, but all right, so we're just going to have to go this way with it. There we go. Let's try it this way. There we go. All right, I think we got it. So this week's Heroes of the Week are going to go out to the New York State Police. They did an awesome thing. I just had this brought to my attention earlier today. So, well, Jess, I mean it. I ain't gonna get into that one right now. Let me get through. Let me get through this segment quick. So, anyway, I don't care. All right, so this ransom note and a fingerprint is how a missing 9-year-old was found. The rescue of Charlotte Senna began with a lucky break and a possible missed opportunity, followed by good old-fashioned police work. All right, so I don't care about that, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that part. Now I got a little banner up there. Anyway, so it was 4:20 a.m., long before dawn on Monday, when a driver approached the house of a missing girl in upstate New York, placing a note in the black mailbox before darting off through a spider web of country roads. It might have been a note of condolence or sympathy or even a tip. Instead, it was a ransom note. The state police said, one that led to the dramatic rescue later that day of the 9-year-old girl found hidden in the cupboard of a rundown camper just 14 miles from her home. All right, let's jump over here quick. Exactly, Gary. I agree. Nothing better than riding on the back of the bike. Well, actually, just riding the bike altogether, but, you know. And also actually taking the old lady, bending her over the bike and giving it to her, giving her the old in and out there. That works well and is very fun to do on the bike. So, anyway, let's continue on with the story. So, the story of how New York State Trooper SWAT teams and other law enforcement officials came to find a child. Charlotte Senna began with a lucky break and a possible missed opportunity, followed by old-fashioned shoe leather police work. A fingerprint found on the ransom note led investigators to the suspect, who apparently dropped off the note himself and left without being apprehended, though a trooper had been stationed at the house. Wow. No comment. That ought to be a All right. Oh, hell yeah, Kevin. That's actually really a good idea. Maybe I'll have to do that next year. I know the one year when I left for Ukraine, 17 and 18, I left a tree and stuff like that up all year. So anyway, wow, troopers stated the suspect, Craig Nelson Ross Jr., 46, was arrested at his mother's home on Monday night and charged with first-degree kidnapping on Tuesday. He pled not guilty. Additional charges are expected, according to the state police. Charlotte was said to be in good health and reunited with her parents for the first time since Saturday night, when a weekend camp trip was shattered by the little girl's disappearance. A sudden vanishing that encapsulated the worst fears of parents everywhere. Charlotte Cena, the Post, Associated Press. I think everybody, if it was my child, I would want everybody under the sun looking at them or looking for them. Governor Kathy Hochul said at a Monday night news conference, and that's what this team did. I could almost turn this into fuck your feelings, but it is actually still. Anyway, still praise for the rescue was mixed with some questions as to whether the trooper on site that night could have given chase, a theory discontinued by the state police at the time. Investigators were still also looking into Mr. Ross's motivations and connections with the girl. Yo, what's going on? Never seen. How we doing? Oh, I'm sure kids showed up, destroy your fucking things, and yeah, it would have been like really bad and stuff like that. So let me check this quick. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I mean. It's a very rare occurrence and stuff like that, that the girl has actually come home in one piece instead of pieces. Miss Hochul said on Monday that it was not known if Mr. Ross knew the Sennas or had been watching Charlotte. Saratoga County property records, however, show that Mr. Ross owns a house less than a mile from the Senna home. 2 quick turns away by car, an address also listed on his, arraignment document, but on Tuesday, a family living at that address shouted that it wasn't his home, warning a reporter away. Whether random or planned, the abduction and rescue of Charlotte riveted a nation too accustomed to tragic ending and the story of endangered children. And that is true. Just glad that she was able to get home and Yep, this is the girl in the cabinet there, Kevin. That's the one that, yep. No, I was talking about was nerve-wracking when the kids showed up. So I was talking about that one. But yeah, this is the story of the one. So it began a little past 6 p.m. on Saturday on a pleasant night after a rainy week. Charlotte had been riding with friends on a small loop road inside Morrow Lake State Park. Popular getaway about 45 miles north of Albany. It is actually a nice park. She decided to take one last trip around the loop alone. It was perhaps a 5-minute cruise on a road ringed with campsites. She never came back. Her parents headed out to search. They soon found Charlotte's bike, but their daughter was nowhere to be found. They called 911, even as other campers began shouting Charlotte into the dense woods. State police soon arrived after. Rangers and others fanned out to search in the gathering dust. They feared the young girl had gotten lost and found her way into the waters of Morrow Lake. Investigators, however, almost immediately suspected a more sinister scenario, a child abduction by a stranger, a rare occurrence, though a terrifying staple of parental imagination. But especially here with all that, yeah, it's definitely not something that that was the word I'm looking for. It's definitely a parent's worst nightmare. I don't have any kids, or at least none I know of, so the search continued overnight, even as police began to empty the park, inspecting every car as they left. They rolled down windows and opened trunks. They did not find Charlotte. By Sunday morning, the state police had issued an Amber Alert saying the 9-year-old had been abducted, and that led to the phone alerts and highway signs asking for help. Hours after that, Governor Hochul appeared at the news conference at the park front gate, pleading for help and making a vow to bring Charlotte home. I promised her parents we will find their daughter, says Miss Hochul, who has 2 children, including a daughter. She's all of our daughters. Remember, I'll wait until I finish this before I put my other thing on that. The promise, however, it could seem foolhardy. The location of Moreau Park lent itself to quick escape, with the interstate lacking toll cameras. Just minutes away, upstate New York's rolling forested terrain and rural character harbors 1,000 different routes and an endless variety of off-the-grid homes and little-traveled locations. You're right, Kevin. It is a miracle for parents. Mr. Ross, a longtime resident of Saratoga County, had at least one prior brush with the law, a 1999 arrest for driving while intoxicated, which resulted in his fingerprints being taken. Damn. Charged with first-degree kidnapping on Tuesday. I probably would not buy a used car from that man, but, well, that is what it is. His mother, Joan, lived in the town of Milton, New York, about 20 minutes from the Senna's home. In a worn, prefabricated home, the pine-fronted line is dotted with sheds and outbuildings, and there is a beat-up camper at the rear. On Tuesday, that property and the ragged camper behind were being meticulously examined by a forensic team armed with cameras and other equipment. Oh, you ain't lying there, Kevin. And that's definitely one of them things. Glad she come out alive, and I'm going to it's a happy story, but I'm also going to probably put my own, what should I say, like kind of 2 cents and stuff like that. Anyway, a neighbor who has lived next to the Ross family for years said the family, when an absentee father and 4 children, was often chaotic. The neighbor, who did not want his name used because of the sensitivity of the situation, recalled a hungry young Craig sometimes coming to their house for meals. By Sunday night, hundreds of searchers and investigators from local sheriff's deputies of the FBI were on the ground at Morrow's Bloodhounds, boats, aerial units searched the woods, waters, while family members asked help on social media. As each hour went on, the governor said, hope faded because we all know the stories. The first 24 hours, there's hope. But when you hit 48 hours, hope starts to wane. The family continued to stay at the park on Sunday night as search continued rather than their home in Corinth, New York, about 15 miles away, the governor said. And it was there, the police said, Mr. Ross made a crucial mistake. It was a calm, warm night for early October. The American flag in the front of Senator's house would have been slack. Reporters have been told that police to stay away from the family home, but at 4:20, a car approached. A note was left. State police have been guarding the two-story house, which sits on the intersection of the Speedy County Highway 9N and intersects triangle of local roads, offering getaways. Hey, what's going on, Jay? How the hell are you? Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're feeling better. Hey, that's all I can do. Just do the best you can. That's all we're here for. Anyway, citing unnamed sources, the Times Union of Albany reported on Tuesday that state police were looking into whether Mr. Ross should have been arrested at that moment. State police had no comment on that report, but Deanna Cohen, a spokeswoman, defended the troopers' decision, saying that the family home had been a steady flow of well-wishers throughout the night, including people dropping off food, cards, but she added, Mr. Ross drew the troopers' attention. For some reason, this peculiar vehicle stopped and looked suspicious by the troopers. She said that when he checked the mailbox and found a note, Joseph Giannone, an adjunct professor of law and police science at John Jay College of Criminal Justice, said that while that encounter may have seemed a prime opportunity to arrest Mr. Ross, a variety of other considerations, including preserving evidence and fingerprints from the note and the possibility of other accomplices in other vehicles, may have taken a priority. Initially, when you look at it, it sounds bad. Like, why didn't they just chase him down? Mr. Gina Colon, a retired New York City police sergeant, adding, but I think it was a good move by the trooper to wait. Yeah. In her remarks on Monday night, the governor said that the state police had gone to the mailbox immediately and found a note and were, in fact, soon able to find a fingerprint. Nice. Exactly. I agree, Robert. You can bet your ass on that one. Much agreed with that one. That's, like I said, it is a good outcome, but it just sucks this had to happen, but I'll get into that in a minute. And even as the fingerprints were being processed, pings from cell phone towers were also being analyzed, and the search area was expanded to dozens of miles of surrounding territory. Records of comings and goings from the park were examined, and all about it. Teams conducted grid searches through gullies, deep brush, underlying yellow trees. Troopers continued to stop cars, looking for vain clues. Profiling. Then about 2:30 p.m. on Monday, after an initial failed attempt to find a fingerprint match, the state police got a hit in their database. Mr. Ross' fingerprint from a 1999 DWI. I guess he partied like it was 1999. They also had determined that Mr. Ross had been in the area of Moreau Lake State Park around the time Charlotte went missing. By 4 p.m., even the state police were putting out news releases asking for tips. Special tactical team from around the state were being flown into the area to prepare for a possible rescue, along with an FBI SWAT team They had several possible locations where Mr. Rossi was known to reside, but at 6:32 p.m., with helicopters overhead, those teams ascended on Mr. Rossi's mother's home and the camper behind and what they called a dynamic entry. Yes, sir. Hey, what's going on, Lewis? How are you? How's you and Andrew doing tonight? Yeah, they could have got him at the mailbox, but I kind of understand why. That it's like a hit and a miss. You kind of almost gotta be there with everything now. That's all right. Let me finish. Like with everybody's rights and shit like that. That's not that they have any rights to begin with, but that's neither here nor there. Mr. Ross struggled receiving minor injuries before officers were able to enter the camper, and there inside a cupboard cabinet was Charlotte. She knew she was being rescued, the governor said. Mr. Ross, currently being held without bail at Saratoga County Jail and is scheduled to appear in court later this month. Thomas McDougal, a public defender in Saratoga County who was assigned his case, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Gee, I wonder why. On Tuesday, the Senate family home was quiet with a state trooper stationed outside and people coming to deliver groceries, a kid's scooter, and a collection of pumpkins. Were on the front porch. While still requesting privacy, the family issued a statement to CBS News, thanking the legions of law enforcement and families, friends, community neighbors, and hundreds of volunteers who helped bring Charlotte back to them. We are thrilled that she is home. It read, we understand that the outcome is not what every family gets. So, this was done by Jesse McKinley. Emphasis on previously served bureaus, chiefs of Albany and San Francisco. That explains a lot. Anyway, so that was actually a happy ending to a shit situation. I could probably go back and turn this into like a fuck your feelings segment, but yeah. All right. Enjoy. Thanks for dropping in, East Coast. Appreciate you. Exactly. Castration. I don't know. Do I want to turn this into a fuck your? It is actually a happy story. I'm glad that they were able to find it. And this Heroes of the Week is for New York State Troopers and those who brought this fucking guy to justice and fucking, well, they didn't actually give him the full justice, but to the troopers and stuff like that. Here's to you. Good work, officers. Good work. So I think I'm going to forego the fuck your feelings segment tonight just because, well, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's change over. There we go. All right. So. So. Anyway. Yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on and stuff like that. I got a little bit of work done today, but I didn't. Yep, I agreed, Gary. Fucking agree. It's a goddamn shame that they. Oh yeah, she's definitely going to need some counseling and some mental health and stuff like that, especially dealing with all that she had went through, because that's scary as fuck. Not gonna lie, that's scary as fuck. All right, so what else am I gonna do? Do I have a radiator for this? I think I found one, but I don't think this is the right one for it. No, that is not the right one. Ah, here it is. This is the right radiator for it. I just got to remember how this goes in here. I think it's got to go place. So There we go. Oh, it would help if I put that in there. So yeah, I don't know how late I'm going to actually end up going tonight. I may have to do a little bit of detail work on this, but I think I'm going to actually pull the tape off of this and see how well my lines held up, because I masked everything off. So this one is not going to be a two-tone color. This one is going to be, like I said, the straight green with the brown interior. Yeah, I'm hoping there ain't a snowstorm this year. I'm definitely looking forward to Fulton. And like I said, if you guys ain't subscribed to each other, make sure you do. And if you build truck models, Robert is a hell of a detail man when it comes to doing the semi trucks. He builds on another level. Amen, Dan. Amen. That's exactly what should happen. You know, I should have probably put some clear over the top of this before trying to do this. That's all right. Not a problem. By God, I'll try to figure out how to... Hey, what's going on, Mark? How we doing? Welcome. Your Hudson is looking beautiful, and your jukebox is coming along well. Or no, the Shazam. That is true. You just got to stay positive, but you are right, Kevin. Good things can happen in this fucked up world. I guess I'm going to need to try and figure out. Well, at least I shouldn't get these two confused. So, yeah, I'll probably go for about another 15 minutes. I'm going to take a shower and fucking relax. Like I said, I do apologize it was late, but I was busy writing a big article and stuff like that. So, well, at least doing like a little bit of background and stuff like that for New York Motorcycle Magazine or New York Motorcycle Magazine. It's actually the and they're going to actually be talking about the Syracuse Nationals, and my motorcycles actually really caught their attention. The Stockleys up there in Ontario. So, which was actually like kind of, hey, Mr. Busking, how the hell are you? Yeah, there's probably going to be rain down in New York this weekend. Nice. Good deal on that one. Started on a dually. I'm thinking there might be. I mean, I'm still going to try to get out on 2. I got to change the oil on my bike, which I may do that tomorrow when I get out of work. But I'm only going to do the oil and filter and stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to do the 3-hole oil change. So I just did that not too long ago. So, son of a bitch. Oh, well. You know, I could probably just paint over that. It'll be all right. Fuck it. Yeah, oh, it's definitely going to get posted when they get it. I mean, I had to come up with most of it, and they're going to, well, so I did have a little bit of paint leak in some of my lines, but that's all right. I'll figure this out and get the lines a little better, but at least right now I've got at least some cars in paint, and with that two-tone, I think that's going to look sharp. We're going to go with the bronze over the silver. Yeah, it rained pretty good this weekend. It rained like cow pissing on a flat rock. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I was going to say, it's probably too muddy for the horses out there today. Well, I'm just happy that I got some progress. Now I just got to figure out the base of my diorama, how I want it laid out, how I want, because like I said, this car is probably going to be like project car. Like I might put a different engine in it because I got the hole cut out. So all right, Jason, thanks for the shop card. I do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to Jason, go check him out. KRD Race Car Design. So thanks for dropping by. I know it was late. I had a little bit kind of semi-planned, but didn't really have a whole lot planned. I just kind of threw this together because, like I said, I spent a bunch of time writing and stuff like that. Basically, I gave like a little bit of a background and stuff like that. And actually, you know what? I could fucking pull it up. So anyway, this here is what I was yeah, you know, I forgot to do that. I was just in a rush and threw it on there, and I just threw the fucking tape on there, sprayed it, and I probably should have done that. I was just kind of in a rush to throw it together, but anyway, this is in my email and stuff like that. I got and since I don't write that well, I basically gave a little bit of background on my motorcycles, my life from, you know, kind of when I started getting into modeling. A lot of my military information as far as the units and stuff like that. Talked a little bit about my accident, talked about the veteran organizations that I support, and I also enclosed a couple pictures too from my glory days and stuff like that. So some of these y'all have kind of already seen, you know, like back when I was like fucking young, jacked, young, dumb, and full of cum. And no, in that particular picture, no, those are not my kids. I mean, there was probably one or two 101st babies in there, but we're not going to get into that one. That was in the early part of the war when, you know, they were raping and pillaging and doing everything else. So, anyway, a lot of blue-eyed Muslims. That's another story. Anyway, okay, well, I'll have to do that. Like I said, I just kind of rushed and threw it on. And it's only going to be in a diorama, so I ain't going to really pay that much attention. But yeah, it took me forever to write all that. I wouldn't say I'm the greatest typer per se, but, you know, I got a lot of shit there. Yeah, I'm definitely sure. I'm pretty sure they're not mine because they were there before I was there, so... I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. Yada, yada, yada. I'm an asshole. But that's all right. That's why we're here. Everybody loves a good asshole. Sometimes they stink, but everybody loves a good asshole. Or maybe it's a smart asshole. Maybe I'm getting my assholes confused. I don't know. So that's kind of what we got. The one thing that's nice about this is the engine is already molded in. So that's why this one's going to be kind of like the daily driver. And then this one is going to be the project because it's going to have like an open, which I might have to find more shit to like put in there, but I'm going to actually have it where there's like no engine in there. And I've got this really cool 3D printed shop hoist that I'm going to probably hang an engine off of and put over the car in the diorama. Miguel over at Hobbyworks printed it out for me. Fucking badass little engine stand, red, white, and blue, because fuck America, that's why. So yeah. Exactly, yes they do. All holes matter. So yeah, this one's going to be like project car. I got to figure out how I want to detail the bottom side, or maybe I'll just do a light dry brushing over this, and just to give it a little bit of color and a little different. Maybe hit this with a little bit of rust and some metal, and just brush a little bit underneath there. But yeah, this one is going to be done with the two-tone, so make sure I get my lines all lined up again and put it in there. I think once I get it together, I may try to actually fill in these fucking groove holes here with a little bit of putty so that it looks kind of flat on the firewall, because I don't really see anything, not unless I just come up with a piece of styrene for the firewall. But I mean, it ain't gonna really have like an engine either. I mean, it's just gonna be sitting there. So I'm thinking these are gonna be the wheels and stuff like that I'm gonna use on it. They kind of look like fancier BBS wheels. They're like the spokes. So I'm going to probably try to maybe go that route with the wheels. And if I can find the other one, I'm missing one tire and rims somewhere. It's got to be on this fucking shithole somewhere. But these are going to be the one and stuff like that. So, all right, Gary, I appreciate you and stuff like that. Thanks for dropping by. I'm going to be probably calling it here in a few minutes myself anyway. So I can shower and stuff like that and scrub my ass before bed. You have a good night, Eric, and enjoy. So 45 and Nipley. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, Johnny, what's going on? How are you? No, that's fine. Like I said, I appreciate you dropping by. I'm probably going to call it here and stuff like, yeah, I know, 2 hours later. Right? No, I hear you there. But so I did at least, like I said, get a little bit done. I got to go through my parts box and see. I just got to start slapping shit together sometime this week. Also, the motorcycle group building stuff like that. I've got to get out my Ninja, which is actually sitting right here. So, yeah, no shit. Hey, what's going on? We got a big celebrity in here. What's going on, Matt? Dan, you have a good night. I appreciate you. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for doing there. I'm looking forward to seeing you all at Acme. So I am definitely looking forward to it. I got to try to get this Corvette shit cleaned up and done. But on that note, I'm going to actually probably call it a night myself, go take a shower, I'm washing my ass, and get ready for tomorrow. Super trucking. So anyway, I got to figure out where exactly I'm going tomorrow, but I got to be at the shop at 6:30, so you know what I mean. Oh, not that big of a deal, but they're probably, I don't know, they might have me driving local. I don't know what the hell they're going to do. But anyway, I want to thank every one of y'all, all my old subscribers and new subscribers, everyone who comes hang here on a Monday night. You guys are awesome. I also want to do a huge shout out. Last week, I was kind of feeling in the shitter because we had to put Bear down. To all that reached out to me on the cell phone and stuff like that, I want to say thank you. Yeah, they're actually pretty fun, Robert. I've actually got 1, 2, 3. I have 4 under my belt. If I get this Ninja done, I'll have a total of 4 under my belt. 2 Harley Davidsons, 1 Yamaha VMAX, and this other one is going to be Kawasaki ZX-12R. So they are fun, and yeah. But thank you all for stopping by. You guys are the ones who make Monday night. I don't. I just provide I don't know, free ass entertainment. So, you know what I mean? But thank you again, and we'll definitely look forward to it. Wednesday Wreckfest is still up in the air. I may do it. I may not do it. I ain't got that far yet. That's right. Dykes are fun. It all depends. There's something about a joke on that, and I forgot about that. But you know what? It's all good. It's like the old joke goes, how do you keep an asshole in suspense? I'll tell you later. All right, y'all. Thank you all for stopping by. This Cliff with GI Mechanic Scale Model, and I'm signing off. See you and have a lovely week. I'm out. Of course.